Eccomi Signore, vengo per la tua volontà. Here I am, Lord, I come to do your will. This is what we say in TPOOPA, and we have no appointment to make anyway, as far as this is concerned. And of course, in TPOOPA, this is where we come and say, insights are silent. Yes, and once you decide to enter into the world of TPOOPA, we promise you 3 things. 1, tools, 2, skills, and 3, you leave having enjoyed a safe space to express yourself. Thank you so much. I am your host, Samuel Waragu Senior, aka the TPOOPA Man. And even before we proceed, just in case you'd like to communicate with me and with us privately, then do that by writing an email to TPOOPAman@gmail.com. Let me spell that word. yes, it's important anyway, because we are email people anyway. TPOOPAMAN @gmail.com. TPOOPAMAN @gmail.com. TPOOPAman@gmail.com. You can use that email just in case you are interested in things that we do in TPOOPA. One of them being mentorship. Once the TPOOPA way, you see, there is so many things about mentorship here and there, but there is the way we do it in TPOOPA, so you can be able to get it. So today, allow me to introduce to you another man in the series of 10 bookish men who have really inspired our journey of 10 years. 10 years, miaka 10. Yes, we have been talking of in August 2025, myself together with my wife, we celebrated, or we marked 10 years of staying together as husband and wife. So our wedding anniversary. So I felt inspired and compelled to do something for someone maybe who may be interested in learning 1 or 2 things here and there. And I picked 10 men whom I have been studying very closely, what they say, what they recommend, how they do it. As far as books are concerned, and how those insights that I've gotten from there, how I have been able to incorporate them in my life as a husband and also as a dad to sons and a daughter. Amen? Good. Now, that man, other man that I want to introduce to you right now is called Egara Kabaji. Professor Egara Kabaji. For those people who are fond of reading what we call the Saturday Nation, I'm not very certain whether that those columns are still existing there, because I used to keep track of them, but of late I've been so much absorbed into the world of books. Yes. And maybe you can just let me know. But if there's one man that I respect, is this professor. First of all, because he is a book reader. And as you know, as far as this channel is concerned, this is where we come and we celebrate people who read books, how they read it, what they get from those books, the insights they get, and their generosity in sharing this with the world. Say amen. Now, this good professor has a YouTube channel called Egara Kabaji TV, and sometimes back, he recorded and published a video on that was titled Why the Kenyan Comedy is Underdeveloped. And I have listened to that video. I cannot count the number of times that I have listened to that video, because there are so many. Because I agree with him 100%. Even if the video itself didn't attract very many views for something I might mention about as we progress with this video. And he was lamenting that the Kenyan comedy, we have still not come of age. Because what we think is comedy is something that we should be feeling sorry of about ourselves. because we just have crones there who are just kind of mispronouncing things. I'm not saying mispronunciation has a problem, because even myself have been accused not once of mispronouncing Swahili words and English words here and there, but it is not mostly deliberate, because our tongues are different, and there's some things that you cannot wish them away. The problem of R and L, SH and CH. Yes. And I'm not going to go back to my mother's womb and be born again in the heart of those people who speak through the nose. Anyway, now, having said that, he also lamented that our FM stations, most of the time, they are employing somebody alongside the main presenter, but of course, maybe off rate, I think they are improving. But there's a time, maybe at the time when that video was being recorded, whereby most of the topics there are about bedroom matters. Yeah. And while it is not about that, it is about tribal stereotypes. Then we kind of laugh at that. But he says that the function of comedy is so that you can, at least you can be able to reflect. It should help you to reflect on perhaps on some mistakes in a safe way, and perhaps change for the better. But here, it leaves especially those people who are ridiculed. Perhaps if you come and say that my ear does, you see, the way my ear is, or the way my nose looks like, you see, of course your audience, your people listening to you might be tempted to laugh. Yes, but where does it leave me? Can I change the shape of my nose? Can I change how it looks? Can I change how my ears look like? You see, this is what he is telling us and telling people, that reconsider your comedy and see the purpose, the end goal of your comics or comedy. Is it to do what we call character assassination, so to speak? Is it just to leave people, just to drop people and make sure that they crash? What is the purpose of comedy? This is what this man asks. And I do not want to preempt his video. I would like you to go and listen to him. And in case you might not find him, use that email. Say to me and tell me that you would like me to send you that direct email. I'm going to paste it there for your enjoyment. And when I look back also, I'm also a product of copying what some comical people ahead of us were doing. And when today you look back, you say that, okay, we somehow lacked someone to guide. Because what is the rationale behind myself turning myself into a lady, for instance? What exactly do I want to communicate when I turn myself into a very old man? What is the rationale that is there when I put on rags and disguise myself as a person who is out of his mind? What is there to celebrate? These are some hard questions that this professor is asking. And people among us who read books will forgive me if I am going too much or too far as far as this is concerned. But it is a discourse that you would like to keep on talking about in our evening dinner tables, allowed that praise, and ask ourselves, what is the end goal of this? And as a person who loves talking and reading books, and there's looking at this professor who is also a bookish man, I wish to recommend him to you and to your generations that they may study him. Because books well written provide so much comic. Look at, perhaps think about this book. I've not talked about this book, but one of these days I'm going to talk about it here in Samuel Waragu Senior YouTube channel for your pleasure. Yes. So think about it and see where we are going. We are at an age where we are celebrating things called views, likes, and stuff like that. And we are able, or we are ready to do anything, no matter the extent, in order to attract views and likes. Not once have I been told that, you see, your videos are so good, you see, we are getting this, but the views are very chini, they are down. But you know, you're not doing this because of likes or views. No. Because in any case, if it was for views and likes, there are some things that we know that can attract such things. Just need to go and strip, and people will come flocking. If you interpret that as if people love you or they are interested in whatever you are telling them, Olawako want you, the Kenyan comedy is at a development. And not just Kenyan, but also this is just one case that I'm picking, something that I have learned from this bookman called Egara Kabaji, and he has inspired my 1 decade journey as a parent, as a husband. And I feel privileged, I feel compelled to come and bring him to you also, because if I don't see this, God has given me this sight, this moment to come and tell you, if I don't do this, he will judge me and ask me, I told you to go and tell this to my people. You didn't. Now you know. Thank you so much. This is Samuel Waragu Senior, and do have a nice time.